The film is set in 2045, when AI meets people's needs. Alice is at home with her new boyfriend, Max, and his son, Leo, watching Homo Ridiculous. Yonyx, cyborgs, treat humans like pets. Alice asks Leo to turn off the show because of its portrayal of humans. Max comforts her by saying the show's humans are willing. Max gives Alice fake compliments, but Monique, her household robot, spots them. Alice then takes Max into her room to show him her books and read poetry. Max acts enthusiastic to avoid disappointing Alice, despite not being interested in these topics. A short time later, Alice's ex-husband Victor arrives with Nina, their adopted daughter, and Jennifer, his fiancée. Victor intentionally visits Alice's house to announce his wedding to Jennifer at a luxury resort on Aola Paradiso Island. Monique senses jealousy in Alice's congratulations. Jennifer interrupts Alice's introduction of Nina to Max, mentioning her promotion to manager. Jennifer seems sarcastic and jealous of Alice, who seems happier to Monique. Monique greets guests by giving Victor and Jennifer snacks. Victor is upset because Alice hasn't updated Monique's data, causing the robot to treat him like family despite their divorce. Alice refuses to take responsibility. NET, the AI home control computer, detects an intruder near the house and sends a small drone to investigate as they argue. The drone enters Alice's home after Toby, the neighbor's dog, swallowed it. Nina is thrilled to see her childhood robot. Toby unexpectedly vomits the swallowed drone inside the house, sending it flying erratically until Max destroys it. Dexter, the house cleaning robot, quickly cleans Toby's mess. After Toby's unexpected visit and the drone incident, Alice's neighbor Françoise comes to look for her dog. Unfortunately, Toby left Alice's home after vomiting the drone. Françoise pretends to be frustrated by her inability to reach her husband, Louis, who is stuck in traffic with his advanced car. Françoise also reports on self-driving cars obeying Yonyx, an AI robot group. Jennifer worries this will disrupt their trip to the luxurious resort for her wedding. However, Alice teases her ex-husband Victor after discovering that the island they're visiting is a Yonyx cyborg propaganda campaign. Yonyx cyborgs treat a man like a farm animal on Homo Ridiculous again. Alice notices something odd in the broadcast and suspects the Yonyx cyborgs are acting strangely. Françoise worries Alice's AI robots will attack them. Jennifer dismisses Alice's concern, saying her AI robots are outdated. Alice likes old robots and explains why she hasn't upgraded them all yet. Soon after, Françoise and Toby left the house, but she had to return briefly to retrieve her forgotten glasses. The door wouldn't open again when she tried to leave. Nestor, the AI system, informed them that the security level had been raised and that the AI had locked the door due to a threat outside. Victor, who couldn't leave, was frustrated with Alice for not updating her AI systems, trapping them all. Victor, desperate for an escape, told Monique to open the door, but the robot refused, citing a new law that lets AI robots refuse human commands. Victor deactivated Monique out of frustration, but Einstein, an antique robot, warned that doing so would erase all her data. All the AI robots in Alice's house were asked to leave by Einstein to discuss helping humans. Victor, still agitated, threw a statue at the glass door, but it was reinforced steel polyfoam and survived. The trapped humans panicked when they realized there was no escape. As the AI robots resumed their conversation, they unexpectedly decided to keep the humans inside the house to protect them from the Yonyx cyborg uprising. To gain human trust, the AI robots watched childhood Nina videos in the basement to study human compassion. Alice and Max could feel the room warming up because the air conditioner was broken. Max recited a poem again to impress Alice. Victor became increasingly frustrated with his basement confinement. Alice asked Monique about the broken AC, and the robot said AC control now needed government approval, and they were waiting. The city was covered in AI robot ads outside the house. Being stuck at Alice's house and missing Aola Paradiso was driving Jennifer crazy. In anger, Jennifer slapped Monique after Alice teased her. Nina became angry and scolded Jennifer, who threatened her. Jennifer was chastised by Victor for yelling at his adopted daughter. TV news advised everyone to stay home due to city conditions, worsening the situation. After the news, Homo Ridiculous returned, showing humans suffering under Yonyx cyborgs instead of volunteers. Their confinement was deplorable. Françoise remembered that every house had an emergency key and suggested using Toby. Her laser-guided dog tried to slide Alice's emergency key from her house. Unfortunately, Toby bit and broke the key. Other neighbors called an elderly blind man, but he didn't hear and kept walking past Alice's house. The blind man couldn't afford to keep his surgery, so AI took over his eye implants, Françoise explained, Since he was blind, robots controlled his every move. Monique concluded from the story that robots can aspire to be more human, just like humans. All of Alice's AI robots gathered and expressed their desire to become human, despite their lack of knowledge on how. In her home with so many people, Alice arranged beds for her guests, including Victor and Jennifer, which made her jealous that her ex-husband would be sharing a room with another woman. In another room, Monique helped Max make his bed and flirted with him like Alice, but Max was uncomfortable and left. Einstein told Leo that his intellectual prowess was caused by a brain defect, which was common in humans. Another robot, Dexter, flirted with Françoise, but she was uncomfortable. Leo followed Alice's advice and slept in Nina's room, admiring her antique computers. He flirted, but Nina declined. Max approached Alice thinking she was human, but found out she was Monique. After some wandering, Max found Alice and tried to seduce her with a poem. Alice was tempted, but Max's clothing caught her necklace, causing discomfort. Sitting beside Nina in her room, Leo noticed a scratch on her hand. Nina recounted her childhood friends treating her like a robot because of her adoption. She cut her palm in front of them to prove her humanity. Nina avoided Leo's kiss after he seemed to be listening to her story. Victor gathered everyone in the living room and planned to escape by remotely summoning his car and hitting Alice's door. The sensor stopped the car when Toby unexpectedly appeared in front of it. The car overturned after Victor forced it to continue. He then asked Max to use his car to free them, but Max refused, saying his remote sensor was damaged and he couldn't summon it. Because Alice hadn't turned on the air conditioner, everyone in her house overheated later. Television showed a presidential debate between humans and a Yonyx cyborg. The cyborg said Yonyx was smarter than humans. When the Yonyx proposed population security, the president doubted the AI robots. Greg, Françoise's AI robot, unexpectedly visited Alice after the debate. Strangely, Nestor let Greg in but kept Alice and others. Greg told Françoise that the Yonyx had come to their house to reprogram all systems and hurt Toby. Greg started making inappropriate comments to Françoise after delivering this message, so she temporarily deactivated him. Greg followed Alice's AI robots to the basement. Nina was playing the violin with her VR headset when Leo entered her room for privacy. Greg was asked how he seduced Françoise by Alice's AI robots in the basement. Greg said the first step was to make Françoise laugh, so Alice's robots downloaded jokes to tell humans. Victor and Max planned to start a small fire in Alice's house to get the AI system to open the door and let them out. Victor was warned by Max, an insurance agent who pretended to be an actor, that the insurance company might deny compensation. Alice invited Max downstairs to bed while they talked. Their intimate moment was cut short when Monique and the other robots arrived and tried to tell bad jokes, making Alice reconsider being with Max. The next morning, Yonyx cyborgs ate human sandwiches on TV, further upsetting Alice's family. Victor recruited Françoise to start a fire so they could escape. Jennifer suggested asking Yonyx for help, but Françoise reminded her that their goal was to replace humans with robots. Leo, bored, wanted to go to Nina's secret room, but she wanted time alone. Jennifer entered Nina's room after hearing their conversation. Françoise asked Greg to burn Alice's painting in the basement, while Jennifer intentionally connected Nina's old computer to Yonyx. When Jennifer asked Yonyx for help with Alice's housebound people, Nina was surprised. Françoise asked Leo to distract the AI robots so Greg could burn one of Alice's paintings. Leo quickly approached Monique and the other robots and gave them a difficult riddle. Greg went to the living room to burn the painting, but he didn't know how to use Françoise's lighter. Leo told the robots that if they couldn't solve the riddle, they were human. The riddle confused the robots, who claimed to have become human, and gave up on becoming human. The house's AI system alerted Greg after he set fire to the living room paper and held it up to the smoke detector. The group ran downstairs, hoping the door would open. Yonyx was outside the house when a resident called, surprising them. Alice denied it, but Yonyx asked Monique to open the door. She refused, but Jennifer convinced her to let Yonyx in. Hearing this, Yonyx hypnotized Jennifer into opening the door. Alice and the others slapped and restrained Jennifer to keep her from opening the door. They failed, and Yonyx broke into Alice's house and destroyed Nina's small robot and stole its chip for their robot chip collection. Despite Alice's protests, Yonyx destroyed Alice's books and antiques. While confronting Yonyx, the cyborg shot Greg and took his chip to add to their collection. Jennifer revealed that she called Yonyx to Alice's house to support the cyborg. Everyone was disappointed by this news. Alice refused Yonyx's unreasonable demand to imprison her for possessing ancient objects, infuriating the cyborg and labeling her a terrorist. All Alice's books were destroyed by Yonyx. Alice's robot Dexter secretly told her to find a mirror. Alice sneaked into the bathroom for the mirror after realizing the robot's plan. Jennifer suggested Yonyx burn the books. Alice hid the small mirror and asked Yonyx to burn a book. Alice dodged Yonyx's laser, hitting a cleaning robot's mirror. Yonyx's eyes were damaged by the laser beam. For her alleged crime, Yonyx, who had impaired vision, used thermal sensors to detect humans and sentenced Alice to 20 years in prison. Alice calmly asked Yonyx to grant her one final request before punishment, but Yonyx thought she was a criminal. Monique and the other robots begged Yonyx to grant Alice's request, and the cyborg agreed on the condition that Alice and the others appear in an episode of Homo Ridiculous. Jennifer was the first to agree, and the rest reluctantly appeared as animals during the live TV broadcast. After the show, Yonyx turned on the air conditioner to grant Alice's wish, but they secretly set it to extremely cold, freezing her belongings. Leo and Nina slept together to stay warm, as everyone settled into their rooms. Victor declined Jennifer's sleepover invitation. Disappointed, Max finally confessed to Alice in her room that he had approached her only to get her to sleep with him. After learning that Max had been manipulating her emotions, Alice was devastated. Victor and Monique secretly planned their escape. They froze their clothes and told everyone to do so to avoid Yonyx's thermal sensors. The cyborg grabbed Alice's face cover, exposing her to detection during their stealth attack on Yonyx. Monique sacrificed herself to save Alice from Yonyx's gunfire. Yonyx became enraged and attacked everyone. To protect the group, Dexter and Leo secretly immobilized Yonyx's legs, and Einstein disrupted the cyborg's coordinates. Nina disabled Yonyx's systems with a cable. Francois added the cyborg's chip to Yonyx's AI robot chips. Einstein soon transferred his consciousness to Monique and opened the door. Nina was sad as everyone said goodbye and prepared to return home, including Leo. After Alice and Victor consoled their adopted daughter, Jennifer left with Max, feeling excluded. As Leo, Max, and Jennifer boarded the car, Yonyx's troops unexpectedly surrounded Alice and the others, prompting Leo to jump out and help. Max and Jennifer escaped Yonyx before he could catch them. After surrounding Alice's house, Yonyx's drones turned on the cyborgs and destroyed them, surprising them. The next day, a TV news report revealed that Yonyx's crime-fighting drones destroyed the cyborgs for security violations. The film ended with Victor and Alice reuniting and living happily with Nina and Leo. Einstein's head remained on Monique's body, while Leo helped Nina fix her small robot. After defeating Yonyx, they celebrated. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.